We just realized that these clocks are slow.
It's 6 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. Will the
Clerk call the roll.
clerk
Just for the
roll?
record, the clerk is sick today, so I'll call the roll as Mayor Partricelli,
Present?
Councilwoman Diamond,
Present?
and Councilman Dawes.
Here.
All present.
If everybody would stand, we'll... I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you, everybody. I'll ask the filling clerk to read the minutes of the previous meeting.
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the December 15th meeting.
Why don't we read them? No,
A second.
I'll second it.
Councilman Dawes. Okay.
call the roll.
Motion, call the roll. Mayor Partricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
In favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
All those in favor?
We'll start off with the reports. Oh, sorry, because it is yours. Reports of officers and committees.
Okay. As far as the general manager notes, I just have a couple things for you this evening. I am working on a year-end report summarizing all the activities of all the different departments, police, fire, Department of Public Works. We'll be talking about tonnage and things like that, a number of water breaks, and I'll have that ready for you at our next council meeting on July 19th.
January.
I'm sorry, yes, January 19th, I apologize for that. January 19th. I also gave you, before the start of the meeting, was the 2023 bulk program. March 31st will be the drop-off, as we typically do one drop-off now each year at Hudson Shores. That'll be March 31st from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then the list of 2023 bulk pickups at the home side is April 21, May 19th, June 23rd, July 21st, August 18th, September 15th, October 20th, and then again December 1st. And the reason we're not doing one in November, that's a busy month with holidays, and sanitation department will be out only 4-day weeks because of Election Day, Veterans Day, and then Thanksgiving. So talking it over with Mr. Cady, who supervises the sanitation, we thought December 1 would be fitting to do for that day. And lastly, I already posted this on Facebook, but we did get our stickers for bulk sanitation, for sanitation drop-off, or when pickups. When we have something wrong or someone's in violation, this sticker will be peeled off, applied to the container or to the garbage for the selected reasons, such as exceeds the weight limit, too many cans, garbage is not in plastic bags or bags on the ground or other. The other good thing about this, as the mayor suggested, we did a QR code, and that'll take you directly to the sanitation code as well. I know Council Kremer is working on the update to the local law for this, and we'll present that to you next week as well with the updated sanitation law. And once that gets updated, this will automatically go to the updates. But they are starting as of Monday. We'll pick those up today, and they'll be going out, and the sanitation department will be using those as of Monday.
Is that information going on the website, Joe?
Yes,
It
yes.
is? Okay, before Monday?
Yes, it will.
Just
I'll
in
have
case
that in.
somebody- okay.
I'll have that up there tomorrow. If it's not today, because I know I sent it to Chris as well. So it will be up there.
Okay.
And I did see your note too about permits. I sent that to Paul Lavoisier. We're going to sit down tomorrow, go over what needs a permit
Oh,
from a
okay.
household
About the sidewalk
repair.
replacement?
Yes.
Yes, that would be.
So we'll have some information that way.
All right, thank you. That
And
would
then
be great.
lastly,
Well,
our code enforcer, Michael Fagnoli, is starting on Monday.
That's
So we are
great.
good to go. So we'll be fully staffed in that department
Is
at this time.
he's coming from another municipality, so he's got a background?
Yes, he actually is certified in code enforcement. He has his certification under New York State, and he is starting his code class recertification, just like all of us have
Okay.
it. We have to do 24 hours per year. They start January, so he'll be taking that class on his own on Friday. Next Friday, no, he'll be here. He'll be taking it with us on Friday.
All right, so he's pretty much
He
good
can
to
hit
go.
the
He
ground.
can hit the ground
He
running.
can hit the ground
Okay.
running as of that day. Yep. So that's probably one of the best things. The only thing he will have to do is once a code enforcement test is given for the city, he will have to test for that to be reachable within the top grade.
Right, okay.
So,
And I'm sure this is all something, but I was going to ask about that with civil service. Being that he's like already passed the civil service for Rensselaer, that wouldn't apply to here?
no, he was hired provisionally in Rensselaer, and he took the Department of State test to be code enforcement. He's able to come here, but he still has to pass, he's provisional, so he has to.
He didn't have a permanent appointment in Rensselaer.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If he was permanent, he could be permanent.
He could have come, he could have been lateral over.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah. I knew, we probably have never done it before, and I'm not aware of it ever being done before, but I would think it would be sort of logical if it was the same as a fireman or a policeman.
Yeah.
But I know the rules might be different, but, okay, so that makes sense that if he's provisional, I can understand that. That's good.
I just have a quick question about the bulk
Yes.
pickup. Do we think that will still be $35?
That's what we have in the code, that's the one.
That's in the code? Okay.
That's in the code, so we have not changed that fee. But I did ask everyone, all departments at our last departmental meeting, to review the fees that are charged, and we'll be looking at them in this upcoming year to see if we need to upgrade any of those.
Now, the only other question I had on this here was it says 7 to 3, which I get for 7, in the morning.
You're gonna go one extra hour. With that,
Because I know that was a conversation last year, so.
yeah, it was a conversation last year. It was hard for some people to get here, so we think extending it an hour would be well worth doing.
So it's extended from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock?
Yes.
Or is it going to go from 3 to 4?
No.
3 to
No,
3,
it
yeah,
was,
okay.
it's 6 to 2 typically, so we're doing it 7 to 3.
Okay.
Gotcha. And will we be doing recycling of electronics at the
Yes,
same time?
all at the same time.
So it's electronics as well?
Do you want me to do that?
I think probably.
Put it on here?
I would. I've been asked already, and,
So I'll do metals and electronics.
Good.
Lastly, I guess I will say that, I also posted on Facebook, you saw that the half-moon windows have gone in, and they look fantastic, and they just finished up the front one this afternoon. So I think there's one more window that has to be done, and all windows will now be in City Hall.
Okay. That's nice.
Now, just so, this is March. Okay, March 31st. Good, okay. Just looking at the dates. Good.
All right. So with no other officers' reports, move on to old business.
And there isn't any?
We have no old business.
Okay, then we'll move into new business.
Okay, resolution number 1 for 2023, a resolution designating Pioneer Bank as the official depository for the funds of the city of Watervliet.
I'll make a motion, motion number 1.
I will second it.
All right, seeing it's probably pretty much any conversation. If not, call the roll.
Okay, Mayor
have any?
Patricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
In favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
Resolution 2 for 23, a resolution approving the City of Watervliet employee travel and various meeting locations, conferences throughout the state of New York, and further designating the Director of Finance to be responsible for the responsibility to establish mile disbursement.
Mayor, I will make a motion that we move on resolution number 2 for 2023.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
For the IRS, 65.5 cents.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah,
Was that just increased?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
65 and a half.
57, 80, something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Resolution number 3 for...
We got to
I think
call
we
the
gotta
roll.
vote on
Oh,
Just
I'm
gotta
sorry, I
vote.
thought we already did. I'm sorry, Mayor Patricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
In favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
Okay. Resolution 3 for 2023, Resolution designating the official newspaper for the city of Watervliet in accordance with Article 5 or 4, Section 33 of the city code.
I'll make a motion that we adopt.
I will second it.
And the official newspaper is the Troy Record?
Yes, that's in the resolution.
Yeah,
Can I ask a quick question
I just
about
wanna
that?
make sure.
Do we have a subscription to the Troy Record? Do we, at City Hall, do we get it online? I just kind of think that someone should have a subscription to that, if that's our official newspaper, like especially, I do. I pay for my own, but you should probably have
Okay.
a subscription. And it's online, it's just very easy, but there's some nice things in there. There was, you know,
Swear it in.
Well, you can certainly confirm that the notice of meetings and other things that are required to be posted in the paper appear if you have a subscription, so that makes sense.
Makes sense.
yes, that would be, and it's very, very inexpensive.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really inexpensive. It's like well, I paid 99 cents for 6 months. So, I don't know what it's gonna go up to, but we'll see. I think it's gonna be $1.99 for something, I don't know.
I do know when it comes time to posting for positions, we do both the Troy Record and the Times Union, because Times Union has a
Right.
greater reach to
Yes.
people.
Right.
So we do use both.
But, yeah, I think that would be good for,
Yep. Call the
Good
roll.
talks.
All right. Mayor Patricelli?
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond?
in favor?
And Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
Resolution 4 for 2023, a resolution authorizing and approving the transfer of up to $355,000 for the equipment, or to the from the Equipment Reserve, HRA, to be used for the purchase and upfitting of one 2012 Stuffin pumper fire truck and one 2008 Ford F-250 pickup truck.
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we move on resolution number 4 for 2023.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. So, go ahead.
If you want to take it, you're welcome to take it.
Go ahead.
As we all know, the fire department is definitely in need of a pumper truck. There's just a multitude of things that have gone wrong with the truck, and we spend a lot of money on maintenance. Chief Garrett was able to work out a bargain deal with, I believe, Brunswick's fire department
Brunswick,
for their 2012 pumper as well as a 2008 pickup. So that's what this is for. And the cost isn't $355 that we're paying Brunswick, but I put in an extra $15,000 to upfit, change stickers and stickers is probably not the right word, but whatever details are out there. I don't know exactly what that's going to cost, but it shouldn't, in theory, be that much.
And when this, when Chief Garrett went to Brunswick, at first, he saw the pumper, and that was $340,000 on its own. He then worked this deal for $325 and got the pickup for the extra $15, which made it back to $340.
Did you make them an offer they couldn't refuse?
I think the chief did a good job.
Is the pickup just going to be a regular city pickup truck?
It also has a salter on the back of it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
we'll
great.
probably look to put a plow in that in the future. If we don't add it to the water truck that we got, the box truck, we still have the V plow in the yard. We'll put a frame on this one and use that truck.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's a good deal, isn't it? That's great.
I mean, as far as trucks in DPW, am I wrong to say that we probably have the most trucks that we've ever had that are actually working?
I would say, yeah, and this one comes with only, I think, what was it, 15,000 miles on it? So it's hardly ever been used up there either.
Good, that's
So,
very good.
I think it'll be a
Wow.
good one. It'll be good for it.
Very
All
good.
right, with that being said, Mayor Patricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
In favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
This is the partnering resolution, resolution number 5 for 2023, a resolution approving the purchase of the 2012 Stuffin pumper and the 2008 Ford F-250 pickup truck from the Brunswick Fire Company number 1.
2018.
Do we get those like
Joe,
immediately,
28.
like
I know.
pretty soon?
Yeah,
It's
I
supposed to be a
think
20
if we give them, if we send a check tomorrow, give it to them, I think they're ready and willing to give it to us.
I'll make a motion on resolution number 5.
That's great, and I will second it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
no, call the roll.
Okay, Mayor Patricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
Favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
The last resolution for the evening is resolution number 6 for 2023, and a resolution amending the annual budget for fiscal year 2022.
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we move on resolution number 6 for 2023.
I'll second that motion.
It's just one budget adjustment, and it's moving funds to the equipment reserve so that we have it there to purchase this. And that was in the amount of $400,000. It's more than what this is, but we're going to be recognizing the ARPA funds in 2022. So that'll leave us to have a lot of surplus. And there's a lot of different reasons to recognize it in 2022. Single audit, we have to have it for the funds we receive from the bike path anyway. So we're going to need the single audit for these funds. Might as well get it done in 1 year instead of having to break it into multiple.
But none of this is ARPA funds, this is just reserve funds.
No, this is ARPA funds.
For the purchase of the pumper?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I thought it was coming out of reserves.
Technically it is, because we're moving it to reserve.
Into reserves and then back out to purchase.
Correct.
Right. Okay, any questions?
No? I don't have any questions.
Okay. Mayor Patricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
In favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
That is the last resolution for the evening.
Okay. I'm assuming you
That's
have...
all I've got.
Huh?
That's all I've got.
Okay, that's all you got, huh? All right, for appropriations and accounting. I'll move into the public comment period, and
All right, we'll call the public comment period to order, and each person in the audience, seeing none, will have 3 minutes to speak. And seeing none, Mayor, we'll close the public comment period.
I'll open the public comment period, and then close it. Appreciate it. All right, just do probably a couple of housekeeping things. We had a swearing-in ceremony for our new councilman, Chris Doss, on Monday, and along with Judge Lamb. So that was a very nice event that he had here. I don't believe we have anything else that I have.
Well, I just have a quick question. Joe, what is the possibility of having one of the sanitation guys maybe once a week walk like the fence line, the 787 fence line from maybe the wood burning warehouse to the underpass, the Congress Street underpass, with, you know, like a grabber and a bag and just pick up litter? I know it's not just us. I know it's not just Watervliet. I know it's every community out there has problems with litter. And we've talked about, though I've thought about this before, but I think somebody told me it used to be done. So I'm just kind of
That
wondering.
was done, yeah.
You did it in the
Different
past?
departments
You
did
did
it.
it? Yeah.
Highway did it and sanitation guys.
Okay.
So, I mean, and you know, if that works out, maybe some of the public areas like the, you know, Veterans Park, just, I know winter is a problem with the snow and, you know, all of that stuff, but it's just, if that's a possibility, that would be great.
I could certainly bring that up to,
Normal.
get that on the docket to start doing.
Yeah, I think it's just basically, you know, just regular care and seeing it and knowing what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Because we, you know, Joe gets texts and emails, not very often, Joe, maybe
No.
20 a day.
Yeah.
But, you know, on different things that I've noticed, you know, that, you know, like the garbage cans out here that are overflowing and, you know, that needed to be done. And, you know, sometimes it's kind of obvious, but it's not done.
And I know some people go around and will pick things up and so forth, and that's great, but I mean, just kind of on a routine basis, I think even maybe once a week, if that, you know,
Yeah.
maybe stay on top of it.
There were a couple other things too. We did have I think it was after the last meeting, we had our Santa sleigh ride throughout the city.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that was done. That was I think it went fantastic. I think
Okay.
the you know, the number of people that participated, we lost a couple during the Arsenal fire truck was supposed to be here, but they went on a call as we were driving past them, so they weren't able to attend. But there was quite a few people. The kids seemed to love it, and so I think that was a big hit. Again, actually, I also have to thank my wife, because I thank everybody else, but I have to thank my wife. She went down and she forced me to go down and to pull all the lights off of the trees down at the Hudson Shores Park, which I think is, she made me do it before it froze. So that was good, and that was nice. And then we are planning a fire and ice event again in February. I think the 24th, 23rd or 24th.
That's what I've seen.
Was it the Friday?
That's what I've seen from
Yeah.
your posting.
So
yes.
I think it was the 20. Yeah, it's a Friday. I think one of those 2 dates. So there'll be more information on that. And the other thing that we have to announce too is that we're probably going to be having an open pickleball for adults during the day at the Dome. So we had 2 nets donated to us, and they're the commercial type nets. So there will be the roll in, roll out, and people will be able to go in and use the Dome if they want to play pickleball. So I think that'd be a nice
Yeah, that's great.
use of the Dome during the day, especially for the adults that want to do it. It's a big,
Popular sport.
very, very popular sport going on right now. So that's basically what I have. And Joe, we have a public hearing
Yes.
on the comp plan.
We called that at our last meeting
Right.
in December.
There were a couple of comments made to that comp plan that we kind of sent to you, where they submitted to the changes.
We did that early on, that we're in the revision. This wasn't after we presented it to Lindsay, or Lindsay presented.
When Lindsay
What was-
presented, we had a couple of corrections on it, that was on the plan.
I thought those were included in the presentation.
No, well,
Maybe.
I had suggested that maybe we take the street sweeper out of the comprehensive plan and maybe just that,
Okay.
It's not really, I mean, we
Yeah.
know, it's a,
that's an ongoing thing.
it's an ongoing thing, it's a, how do I call it?
Hopes and dreams.
Huh?
Hopes and dreams.
Right,
Yeah.
hope and dreams,
Right.
as opposed to regular
It's every day.
ongoing maintenance. And
Yeah.
not that it's not going to be done or anything like that, it's just that I don't know why that would be in there, if there was, I don't know if there was something else, but check the emails on it.
Yeah,
We
I'll
did have
circle
some-
back on
We had
that.
some
Oh, you know
corrections on
what,
it.
the welcome book too, we talked about not, right, just redoing that or something like that.
Right, I think we have to implement the welcome book, but it didn't need, that,
Well,
again, that was
it
an
didn't have to
ongoing,
be in a-
that was an ongoing
Okay, that's what we're talking about.
program that we should be doing. But otherwise, I think we're pretty good. I will keep on Lindsay on that email about the bidding of the restaurant.
Yes. At least we have, I think the RFP has to be drafted and completed at this point.
Right.
That's where we are.
Okay. Anything else?
No,
You have
okay.
anything? Again, the next meeting will be January 19th, and there will be a public hearing on the comp plan. And if there's nothing further to do, I will ask a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Mr. Dawes,
I will second it.
Mayor Partricelli,
In favor?
Councilwoman Diamond,
In favor?
and Councilman Dawes.
In favor.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate coming.
Democracy at work.
That's-